Hello guys, welcome to Cyberarms, Dugiedugdug here, and today I'm talking about custom enchantments in Minecraft. This is completely vanilla. A couple of people have done it before using attributes and MC Edit. Haven't used MC Edit at all just because I don't like using MC Edit for my inventions. I want them to be completely available for vanilla Minecraft without using MC Edit. Okay guys, so we've got three enchantments here. So we've got a pickaxe with what's called branch mining, so you can see that there. And then we've got a bow with sparkle 1, and then boots with launch 1. So these are three enchantments I've made. There's three more which I'm working on, which will hopefully be out sometime soon. I'll make another video for them, but I haven't quite finished them yet. They're a little more complicated, but I'm just going to go over these three today. Okay guys, so in this video I'm just going to be showing you how to make these effects, and the way I've made all the enchantments work, which is behind that wall, by the way. I just didn't want to show that because it's a bit ugly, the command blocks. And I'm also going to be reviewing the three enchantments I've made so far. Okay guys, so I've just hopped over to survival, so now I'm going to show what these enchantments do. As you see, I've got the launch 1 leather boots, sparkle 1 bow, and branch mining pickaxe. In this chest I also have I have some normal leather boots, a normal bow, and a normal diamond pickaxe, just to show that it doesn't work with normal stuff, and it also won't work with normally enchanted stuff, but I don't need to show that at the moment, because I'll show you the commands and you'll work out why it works with these specific ones. So first we're going to show the leather boots. So when I equip these leather boots, I've got launch on them, so they're going to launch me higher into the air. So I can jump higher now. I think it's really cool enchantment, really. It's nothing too special. It just gives me jump boost 2 when I'm wearing them. It has to be in that slot. I can't just be holding them. And it also has to be, they have to have the launch 1 enchantment. So as you'll see, normal leather boots, I'll just be jumping at the normal height. So that's the first enchantment. So now we're going to look at the second enchantment. So the second enchantment is the sparkle on the bow. So I'm in the snapshot, so I'm actually using the particle command for this, so you can probably see what's going to happen. But when I'm equipping this bow, oh, I don't have any arrows on me. Okay guys, so I've just given myself some arrows, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this second enchantment, which is the bow enchantment called Sparkle. So as you've probably guessed, it uses the particle command, and it just gives me these sparkly arrows. I guess this, and also launch actually, could be upgraded to a second enchantment level, because launch could launch you higher, and this I could use, like, I don't know, maybe level 3, you could use like explosions, and you could use the green happy villager thing to give a bigger sparkle effect. I don't know, but I just thought that was a little cool thing to have. I think it'd be really fun to have that on an enchantment in game. It doesn't actually do anything to the damage of the bow, but I mean, of course, if you get this, you'd probably also get like power or something. But I just thought it was a nice little display thing. So I'm just going to show with the normal bow this doesn't work, and even in this slot, the normal bow won't work, won't give any particles off. Whereas the sparkly bow, that will. If you've shot an arrow with a normal bow and then you hold the sparkly bow, it will put sparkles on it anyway. But it just doesn't work. I mean, you could probably cheat by doing that, but I mean, it's just going to be difficult. Alright, so I have saved the best to last, in my opinion. So this pickaxe is called branch mining, and basically the effect of this pickaxe is, if you're mining for a long time, like you would when you're branch mining, the idea is that after a while it's going to start to give you effects that will help you with your branch mining, and well, you just see what happens. So we're going to need to hop over to survival mode. I just went into creative because I had to restart some clocks through there that I turned off because they were making lag. They were causing me to lag a bit, but they have to actually be on for this enchantment to work. So it actually uses a scoreboard objective. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull that objective up here at the side. So we're going to go sidebar, branch mine. Alright guys, so as you'll see, this will only work from actually holding the pickaxe, obviously, because it's meant to only be used if you're branch mining for a long amount of time, as you do when you branch mine. So as you'll see, as I begin to mine, it's actually going to start giving me points. Now, so that you can't just keep these points and keep the effects that they're going to give you, if you unequip this pickaxe, it actually clears your branch mine score, meaning it only works if you're mining solidly for an extended amount of time. Okay guys, so as you'll see, as I start to mine, my branch mine score is actually going to rise. Of course, if you use this in-game, like, I don't know, in a map, or just if you wanted to implement it into survival, you wouldn't have this branch mine score up, but I have so you can see it. So as I begin to mine, it will start to rise. Now when I hit 10, it's going to give me haste. So this is going to help if I'm branch mining. It's going to speed me up a bit. I think that there's 4 different milestones I've added in which the effects get better and better. So that the longer you branch mine for, the better the effects are. So now that I've hit 25, I've got haste 2. So this means I'm going to be even quicker mining through. Of course, I would be placing torches down. I'm going to head back and mine this way. I would be placing torches down normally, but so that you can see what you were doing. But I don't have any torches on me at the moment because I'm just using this to display. So if we're just hanging around doing some branch mining over here, I don't know, maybe mining some blocks because you're building something. So I'm about to hit the next milestone. So when I hit 50, I get haste 3. The arm looks a bit funny when you're doing this. If I go back into the light, the arm seems to be kind of flailing as you mine, which I think looks a bit weird, but it's the only way to give haste. So it's going to take me a while to get to the next milestone. So I'm going to add some points on. So we're going to go scoreboard, players, set, Dugiedugdug, branch mine, and then we're going to set it to 99. Because of course the next one's 100. So I didn't want to go up to haste 4 because it was too fast when I tried it, and the arm just looked silly. And I just thought it wasn't very good enchantment. And this is too fast mining through blocks of iron, so mining through stone, I can imagine what it'd be like. That could be even more stupid. Of course, as you're mining, when you've got 100 blocks to do, you're going to start to hit caves and lava. So when you get to 100, it's actually going to give you fire resistance. So if you hit lava, you'll be protected, so you can turn around and get out of there. And it also gives you speed, so you can get back through the tunnel you've made much better, and you can explore caves much better. So that's as far as the branch mine effect actually goes. But I just think it's really cool. You can have more milestones in, but I don't think you need to go above 100 really. And I think the effects would be too strong. But I think that's a really handy little thing. And of course, as soon as I let go of that pickaxe, it's going to clear my branch mine score and clear all the effects I have. Doesn't matter what effects I have on it. It's going to clear them so that it only counts for when I'm actually branch mining. So now we're going to check out the command blocks of this. As you'll see, it's not massively big. It's reasonably compact, but I'm going to be going through all the commands and how they work. Okay, guys, so we're going to go over how these enchantments work. So the first one we're going to look at is the launch enchantment for boots, because I think that's probably the easiest to kind of understand. So in here we've got a scoreboard players set at P, so that's going to find a player, closest player, and set their wearing jump boots objective, which is a dummy objective I've made, so that I can just change it whenever I like. So it's going to set the newest player's objective for that to 1. We've got an MBT tag here to say that it's only going to happen if the newest player follows this data tag. So as you can see, the data tag does not match for Dugiedugdug. That's still not wearing the boots at the moment. So it just says inventory slot 100B. So 100 is my boot slot. So that's checking in the boot slot. And then the tag display. So that's basically saying if it has the tag display lore. Now lore is the writing underneath here. So the launch, sparkle and branch mining, those. So we're going to say if it's got lore of launch 1, then that's going to pass. So that means if I'm wearing them, I'm going to pass that because I am wearing the lore boots in that slot. So that's going to turn on this comparator, which then powers this command block. So this says effect at P, score wearing jump boots minimum 1. So that means if my score of wearing jump boots is 1, it's going to give me jump boost infinite 1. Now 1 is actually 2, is jump boost 2, because 0 is 1, 1 is 2, as it is with the slots. But I tried with jump boost 1, but it just wasn't powerful enough. I just didn't think it made that much of an effect. So it gives jump boost 2, and that's only going to do it to anyone with the wearing jump boots minimum 1. Now of course you don't really need that because if they've set this off, then they must be wearing the boots. But I just thought that was much nicer. Because it just meant if the closest player wasn't actually the player who'd just put on the boots because they'd like moved about, then it wouldn't give them it. And then so that gives them the jump boost, and then as soon as they take them off, this comparator unpowers, which turns this torch on, which powers this effect at P, and then it gives us jump boost 1 for 0 seconds. So the 0 means that it will take any jump boost that's on me away from me. So that means when I put them on, it gives me the jump boost and I can jump higher. When I take them off, it doesn't. Simple as that. So now we're going to go on to Sparkle, which is a little bit more confusing, but not too bad. So here we've got a test for closest player, selected item slot 1. So that means I've got this slot selected here. And then also in that slot 1, I have an item with tag display lore sparkle 1. So that means I've got the bow in here. This will turn on. So as you'll see, it only works with this bow. That turns off this torch, which was simply stopping this this command from being done. It's holding the command block powered. But when it's not holding it powered, it's just going to get powered every time this clock goes off, which is very quick. So this will execute at the hello, and it will do the particle fireworks spark, and then it does it with a time of 0.1 and a time of multiple times of 1. So it's only going to do the particles once every time because it's powered way too much. I tried it with 10, but there was like way too much sparkle. It was looking really weird. But I think this is quite good. I think this looks alright. So it's only when you're holding this bow that it'll do that. So it's only when you're using the bow with the enchantment. That's quite helpful. So that's basically how that enchantment works. It's not too confusing. So this is a bit more confusing, this one. So we've got this is the branch mining. So we test for the closest player with select item slot 0, which is first slot, and then in that they have an object with the tag display lore branch mining 1. So if they're holding this pickaxe, that would be powered. Now that turns off this clock, and this clock was setting the taking off haste, taking off speed, and taking off fire resistance for me, and was also setting my scoreboard for branch mine to 0, so that I could never get points if I wasn't holding this pickaxe, because the objective is actually a stat.use item. It normally goes up whenever I use an ordinary diamond pickaxe, but because of this clock, that means it turns it off and doesn't let it do that, so that you can't use a normal diamond pickaxe and get the enchantment from that. So once that's powered, over here we have some, that means we'll start to get points on our branch mine. So over here we have some kind of test for commands that has, so this tests for closest player, branch mine minimum 10. So that means if the closest player has a branch mine minimum score of 10, so if they've got up to 10 blocks mined, it's going to affect them with haste level 1 infinite. And then we've got 25 here, affect them with level 2 haste infinite. And then we've got 50 here with haste 3 infinite. And then we've got 100 here, and that's going to affect them with speed 1 and fire resistance 1, both infinite. Of course, it doesn't matter that they're infinite, because as soon as you unequip them, this is going to go like this and take any enchantment, take any effects you have on you off you. So that's how that enchantment works. I think these enchantments would be really cool to have in a survival world. I'd actually like to give a quick shout out. It's not really a shout out, but a guy called Johannes Laspers. I don't know if you're subscribed to me or not, but I'm subscribed to you. And he does a series about adding extra things into survival by using command blocks. So I just thought, if you're watching this, Johannes Laspers, thought you might enjoy this, because it's kind of a extension on that series. I am trying to look for a way to implement them so you can actually get the enchantment from using an enchantment table. Haven't found a way yet. But I hope you guys look forward to the 3 more enchantments that are coming, and I hope you like this video. If you did like this video, please comment, subscribe, and like, because it really helps just to get the support from people. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.